We're gonna start streaming, and we're streaming. We are streaming. Don't start screaming at me. Don't tell me what to do, because I am streaming. Doesn't help to be screaming, and I don't want to hear it from you. It's a streaming time. You are here, and so I'm gonna do a stream. Hey guys, it's time for another episode of Loki Draws Drawings. I guess, I don't know, what do you guys want to do? You want to watch? You want to sit here and hang out a little while? Cool, because I do too, and I'm gonna draw some drawings. This time I'm gonna do it in Photoshop instead of Illustrator. If you don't like that, well, I guess that's too bad, because that's what we're doing. And even more so, you couldn't stop me if you wanted to, because I'm already doing it, guys. I'm doing all the things that I feel like every day. And you are hopefully doing what you want to do as well. And if you're not, man, I feel so bad about that. Like, because guys, I don't want you to not do things that you want to do. I want you to do things you want to do. If you do a do, then quite frankly, maybe you should do more do that you do. Let's drawer. Nope, that's a dower. I need an R in there. There you go. Exclamation point. Publish. So, who we gotta say? Hi, Izzy. Hey, Abiz Jack. What's going on, Anissa? Hello, Jade. Hey, Marion. Hey, num. Silver Mist. Mina. Thank you. Start streaming. P.S. Good song, catchy. Thanks. I appreciate that. I put a lot of work into that one. Hey, Belle. You know, it's funny. I named my very first D&D character Bale, so that when I was role-playing, the DM could just call me Bale, and it would sound just like Bill anyways, and then it turned into Belle for some reason, but welcome. Divine, hello. Guns N' Roses, how's it going? Hey, happy birthday, Guns N' Roses. Welcome to the jungle. No, that's not what I want to start saying to people. You know, I hope that your appetite for destruction is quenched today. Love Guns N' Roses. Hey, Minecraft, how's it going? I'm good. Hey, Alex. Well, I kind of want to sleep for a few years, but that's not a lot. Yeah, don't do that, because you'll die. You'll die of not eating anything while you sleep. Hey, Savannah. Hey, Selena. La. And you said it right. So, yeah, BizJack. It's just a thing. I don't have anything to do until August because college. Ooh, boy. Well, can make some money. Couldn't hurt, right? Hey, hey, Ming. Hey, girlfriend. Pennywise, there is too fucking adult language here. You can use all the adult language that you want, as long as it's not directed in a mean way towards anybody else. You could say, shitcock fudge nuts. And that's fine. I don't care. That's, you know, it is what it is. Thanks, Minecraft. I don't know what kind of YouTuber I am, because I don't really even know what's going on right now. Oh, man. Crystal Wolf, did I say hi? If I didn't, then hi. So, guys, we're going to do some like, outlining stuff, just like we were doing in Illustrator. I've actually gone further with this drawing than is currently shown, but I don't, like, you can see there's some stuff that I've already started kind of working on. But I don't want to commit to any of it because it doesn't feel right yet. So I'm gonna keep going with this guy here. I'm just gonna. That's not what I wanted. Deselect. Still getting used to this thing. The tablet. Shift. Nope. Undo. Undo again, undo again. Damn it, guys. Alright, hold on. There you go. Oh, it's the white part. Nope. Undo that. Undo, undo. Then I'm going to... Wow, what a great example of how unfamiliar I am with this tool, man. It's awful. I'm just really struggling here to, like, remember all my hotkeys, and that seems to be the big, Oh, damn it. This. Okay, I'm just, you know what, I'm just going to circle it. Just going to circle it, and there you go. And then I'm going to go right up here and get this little guy. God damn it. Come on. Don't do that, you silly fuck. Just let me... I'm so much more used to using a mouse. Alright, so guys. I think, hey Selena, not until morning. Shitcock, fuck nugs. Great job, Pennywise. I seriously love how you act. Thanks, Alex. Have fun with it. My mom does not support me with my cosplay. Yeah, Izzy, cosplay, I feel like it's a tough thing to explain sometimes. You know, people see it as something it's not. A lot of people think that cosplay is, like, inherently tied to sexuality, which is an incredibly wrong assumption. You know, sometimes it's just thought of as being a waste of money, which honestly it can be. I've definitely seen some cosplayers who I know not to have any money, and they're like, I'm gonna make a new cosplay, and it's like, what are you doing with your life? So if you're living with your parents and they don't support your cosplay, and you're kind of stuck in that situation, I mean, maybe you, instead of a cosplay goal, your goal should be like, I'm going to move out as quickly as I can so that I can pursue whatever thing I feel like without having people make me feel bad about it. The Loki drawing, I gave up on that. Discorded Soul, it's not around anymore. I don't know, I think I deleted it immediately. Discorded Soul, this is a drawing of a character. Again, it's going to be a D&D character. You can see here the original underlying drawing. And I'm just sort of messing around with stuff so that I can sort of get more used to using this tablet. I go to work every day and I'm working in Photoshop and another program that involves a lot of mousing around. Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh god. Hold on. Cool. Alright, now I want to deselect. God damn you. God damn you. No. Step forward. Wait. Step backward. Wait. Step backward. Oh, man, that makes me so mad. Okay. I'm just going to do this real quick. I'm going to grab my lasso here. Just going to go, and then I'm going to go to the white layer, delete it. Okay? Good. I'm going to grab my lasso here. I'm going to go to the gray layer, switch, delete. Okay, are there any other stupid things that I need to do right now? Okay. So now, deselect. Why does it keep doing undo instead of deselect? Okay. I'm actually drawing right now. Got to go from the live to the drawing of a body as help. Yeah, you always got to use a reference. So this is a D&D character of one of my buddies who I've already done a drawing of, but I wanted to do another drawing of because I didn't like the first one. His original drawing is a little... Let me see if I could bring it up. Let's see... Open... Where is he? So I'll show you. This is the original sort of token for him. I'm not a huge fan of it anymore. I wish I had done a better job on it. And then this guy is what that one's based on. Also, not a big fan of it, so I'm going with something updated. And it's going to be this, just as soon as I get a handle on myself, that's all. Well, Crystal, remember, every human shape you draw should be made out of spheres, cones, and cubes. And when I say everything, I mean most things. Cylinders. Just basic shapes. If you look at... Let me make a new layer here. So, if you want to look at anatomy, let's just talk about anatomy then. Where's my... Okay, here's a brush. I've got my brush. Okay. So let's disable these guys, and we'll go over some just general anatomy stuff. Not that I'm any expert, but we can learn together, right? So anatomy is, let's go to like a red, and an opacity, let's say 20%. Cool. So forearms aren't easy, but if you draw through the shape, and I hope you guys can see what I'm doing here, you end up seeing this kind of shunted cone that we've got here. And when we turn off that layer, not very good. Alright, let's turn the opacity up to 50%. That's the basic shape of your arm, right? So then you move into the hand. Not very well drawn, I'll admit, but it is what it is. So now we've got a hand, and then of course fingers are more cylinders as well, so I might want to extend these fingers. And typically you don't want to get too complicated with the fingers. I'm just going to round this one off at the top, because the more kind of segments you draw, the less natural it looks. So you can kind of see what's going on here. But everything you can break down. So let's start with, I don't know, a torso. I was taught to draw a torso. Let me do this. I was taught to draw a torso as an egg. Give me 100% here. Okay, so let's say that's an egg. Alright, now to get your center line, you just draw a curved thing down the center of the egg. And then to kind of differentiate how the shoulders go, give yourself an axis line, and then you're going to eventually need a pelvis as well. And you always want to, it's just going to make things more interesting if you don't draw straight lines. If you're drawing a torso and it's just got a straight line there, and then you're going to have a I'm going to do this bucket shape as a pelvis, and it's just got a straight line there, you're basically just drawing a chart, an anatomy chart of a thing. But when you use these kind of diagonal lines, it helps to give it a natural shape. This is like some of the only stuff I actually remember from art school. Everything else is a blur and has not helped me all that much. So you can already see a torso shaping up, and then you can help yourself by kind of figuring out where the bottom of the sternum is. And then you got yourself a rib cage because you've drawn through the form, right? So now you got your rib cage. I'm always going to draw a man. Like, that's always how I'm going to do it, because I'm so bad at drawing women that I will never try and practice. So then muscles attach. You've got your, what are these? Deltoids? You got your deltoids coming out right there. You probably want this one kind of more in the back. And the deltoids attached to the pectorals, right? So now you've got some pecs going on. And then, of course, you move into the rest of the body. Everyone loves abs. Abs are always a great gift to humanity, so we'll erase these kind of establishing lines. So now we're going to draw some abs here. Probably made this torso a little too long, but I'm just showing you kind of how I do things. This isn't usually as long here when I draw it. This is a super long torso. Super duper long torso. We're actually probably going to end the torso here. So as you can see, you can just make adjustments as you go. And then there's some serratus anterior muscles back here. Those all connect up. And then, yeah. So guys, like, it's all shapes. And then you've got your ice cream cone shaped neck. It's kind of just a cone. It's all about the cones, guys. And then when you get to your head, head is another egg shape. I'm going to make it a little deeper for the cranium. Okay. There you go. And I'm being super sloppy with this just so I can do some, like, this is good for like loosening up. And I'm just not caring. I do not care right now, and nor should you. Again, this isn't a tutorial. I just want to show you guys, if you're having trouble with like drawing anatomy, like, I just want to show you some basic shapes. So then we're going to go to the arm. Let's call that a ball right there. Now, with the forearm, it's going to go from thicker to thinner. So then you've got that going on there. I'm drawing a very skinny guy. Very skinny. Let's give him a big old butt. Giant butt on that guy. There you go. So, Jade, yes, I'd love to hear a joke. Let's get off this guy's butt right now. Let's get off this guy's nuts. I'm not good at drawing human shapes. I want to make cookies, but it's still too hot. I don't want to make my house even warmer. That's understandable. But once it gets cooler, let's all start hoping for winter in May. I've sent an overdue mail that I've had to put off since finals. I've sent way overdue mail that I've had to put off since finals. Okay. How's the tablet working out for you? Tablet's okay. So if you get something in the mail that seems wildly late, it's been I've been broken busy. Well, Anissa, I'll check the PO box this Saturday. It is an elf. It's a dark elf. It's a drow that I was originally drawing, Discorded Soul. I know what a woebegone is. A woebegone? I have Benedict, Doctor Strange's cosplay. I look forward to getting Loki next. People also look at cosplay in many different ways. It's true. Most people are supportive of cosplays, but the people that find a reason to not support it are often mistaken about what cosplay kind of is about at its thing. Kitty. Hey, Kitty. I didn't say hey to Kitty. Also got accepted to Cal State LA. Congratulations, Izzy. Now I can tell everyone I've learned curse words from you. Oh, Pennywise. Jade, tell me a joke. Gonna study to be a veterinarian? Give you a discount when you bring your kitty to me. Okay, I'll take you up on that. Owl Feather, welcome. Yeah, take it from Selena. She appreciates a good acceptance letter because I think she got about 12 of them. Ye references are great. Hands are the worst. Yeah, you notice how I gave up on my hand. I gotta make dinner, so bye. Okay, hungry, me too. What about abs and muscles? So muscles are tough because it goes from being crazily, like, overdone to being, like, really weirdly underdone. The thing you want to remember about muscles is that there's skin over them. And that they're not just chunks of flesh that are like attached like armor to a body. I think that was my big thing when I was a kid, was I always wanted to like draw a chest. Like, this is a chest, and now, like, oh, look at that guy. Now I have a chest. Can you even see this, or is that under the... Let me drag this into the center of the frame. So, like, now there's a man with a chest. Ooh, look at this guy. He's got a big old thing. And then, like, oh, yeah. Look at these big armor muscles that I've got going. Oh, yeah, these are abs. Then it's got, like, a big dick. You know, like a big old... Just, oh, man, look at that big shiny dick. And then, like, I'm gonna have, like a big, giant bicep. Look at that bicep. And then there's, like, a tricep back there, and then I've got like, oh, this is a muscle, and this is another muscle. Ooh boy, burgers. Now I kind of know the forearm curves a little bit sometimes, and I'm just gonna add lines to indicate that he's got a bunch of forearm muscles. Like, and then hands. I don't want to draw it. There's my hand. Okay. So that's how you draw male anatomy, guys. Congratulations, we all win. But the thing is, at the end of the day, like, this doesn't get you anywhere. All it does is lets you practice doing the same kind of 8 shapes over and over again. And I mean, there's value in everything. Like, you know, by all means, just draw however you feel most comfortable drawing, because if you like doing it, it's the thing that you'll keep doing, and maybe that'll lead to the sort of unique style that is... you know, that is what will make you the artist that people want to watch and follow and stuff. But muscles are always veiny in comic books, so we're gonna make this guy super veiny, gross. But like this was like what I drew a million times in high school. It's just like, it's a guy in armor, and now like his armor is now it's metal. Now his armor is metal. You know, like, ooh. Look how metallic his armor is. Like, oh, he's so shiny everywhere. I don't know why. I used to draw these things. I just used to put, like, beads on them. Like, yeah, because that's cool. And, like, you know, I got really good at doing that, but then I would be like, oh, I got to draw a woman now. So then my women would just be like, I don't know. Like, I'm kind of a lady or something. Boobs, right? And there's a little tiny head up here, and she's got skinny arms, because that's what ladies in comic books look like. And every lady in the comic books has super pointy hands. Yeah! So that's what women look like. Congratulations. You win art school now. So let's go back to this. We're going to go back to old Calipo, our favorite drow. Okay, so let's see. What were we talking about? Why can't I click on that? I could not use the brush tool because it wasn't on the thing, but I didn't want to use the brush tool on that thing. I want to use the brush tool over here. We could do some hands though. What about abs and muscles? I did something very nice on my channel, the poem that I wrote. Yeah, guys, go check out Izzy's channel for the poem that we read around my birthday time. That's great to know. Currently in college for art. Well, yeah, BizJack, the big thing you got to remember is that the more you like doing what you're doing, the more successful you're going to be. Like, I never loved drawing, and that's always been a problem for me, is because like I don't want to develop an impressive portfolio because I don't care. Like, I don't care about becoming better. And it's only now that I realize how much worth there is in continuously working, especially in art, that, you know, I've been having to sit down and practice, and obviously I'm procrastinating right now and talking to you guys and drawing exactly the sort of shit that I've always known how to draw, but yeah, that's how it is. Let's see. You should really make a lot of vids like this. Help with art. Also, is art school worth it? Pennywise, let me break it to you this way. Art school is worth it if you learn a craft. if you're going to art school to get better at what you're already doing, just do what you're already doing. Do it on your own, and God, I hate saying this, but like, ask people for criticism. But like, I'm going to put a big asterisk on the end of that. Only ask people that you know want you to succeed to give you criticism. That's the one major lesson you're going to get from art school, is how to have people say that your shit doesn't look that good and not get mad at them. In high school, anyone who told me that my art wasn't great was being mean to me. And in a lot of cases, that's not completely inaccurate. Like, people being mean to you about whether your art is good or bad or whatever, like, yes, it can help you grow if you're the type of person who's like, oh, fuck that guy, but he made a good point about, like, how musculature works, and I'm gonna, like, take that to heart and use it. But if you find somebody who's like, hey, you know, I wanna like draw with you, and then we'll talk about our drawings, and they can put things in such a way where it's like, oh, I really like your drawing. Next time, let's put bigger feet on that person, or like whatever. The best drow is a dead drow. Oh, and this is a nice drow though. He's an okay guy. So art school. If you're gonna go to art school, learn a program. Like, learn how to use. I don't want to even say Houdini, but like, learn Illustrator, learn Photoshop, learn some like real solid knowledge of graphic design. The concepts are what's important. If you're just going to be an illustration major and you're just going to like draw the shit you were going to draw anyways, you might waste your money, because you can do that at home. If you're going to be a visual effects major and you need to learn how to use like 100 different programs that, you know, make special effects, you'll actually learn how to work with stuff that you would never have been given otherwise. You'll be given green screen footage, and you'll be given this and that, and you'll be forced to like think about how transparency layers work in video and how to animate things that aren't actually animated or that are actually animated. So like, art school is tough because like a lot of times you'll learn shit. You'll just spend a lot of time practicing, and you could have done that at home. Whereas if you spend your time learning as many technical things as possible, that's an actual education. It's like learning how to like fly a plane. Like, you already have a license to drive a car, and you're going to do that, and like, you could go to college again to learn how to drive the car you're already driving, or you could go to college to fly a plane that you've never touched before, and you're more likely to get a job as a pilot than get hired full-time as a driver of a car that you already knew how to drive. You could Uber for that and make your money without paying money. Stretch Armstrong really made Yesterday I opened a cat. I had to cut it open. Oh, Izzy. Good lord. Can't draw humans well, so I draw furries. That's cool. There's a market for furries. How are a dog and a marine biologist alike? A dog and a marine biologist. Let's see. Woof, bark, ocean, boat, bow, wow, loyal, pet, whale, mammal. They'll both sniff your ass for free, if I know anything about marine biologists. Kind of sleepy night. Gotta be up for work. Go to bed, Crystal. I have testing tomorrow. Well, you go to bed too, Caitlin. I draw chibi art. It's so much easier. Yeah, chibis are cool. I like chibis. I never drew many chibis. I mostly draw non-human things, like made-up things or animalistic stuff. That's cool. Yeah. The thing is, though, just try something different every time. Whether it's a different digital drawing tool, or a different shape of the head, or a different animal, or whatever. Just like take an interest in that, and if you learn to like that, you're going to become a good artist. Because you're going to learn to love learning, rather than learning to get good at the things that you already do, but don't really do you any good. Prince has a perfect high five. Constructive criticism is best. I need to go. Good night, Kaio. Fear of clowns. Can't stand 4 feet away from any clown. One wags a tail and the other tags a whale. Oh my goodness, that's a good one. I'm going to use that one, Jade. Bye, Caitlin. Spread the word, marine biologist sniff butt for free, straight up. I recently got into drawing furries. I'm doing some redraws of old drawings I did. Well, Discorded Soul, furries are another misunderstood subclass of peoples in that that's another thing where it's like, yeah, some furries one time, you know, boned each other, and then it became, oh, furries, I heard they're a sex cult, which is not true. Not that, like, I'm heavily invested in, like, being a guy who's like, furries! Hey, kitty fruitcake. Let's see, let's do another solid color. Okay, let's do Control I. But yeah, like, I've met some really cool furries in my time, and people think that they're just these crazy, you know, crazy people, and I don't like it when people get miscategorized for that sort of thing. So let's do this. I'm gonna go boing boing. Now, okay, all right. Why is that not doing what I want it to do? Okay, so let's go like this. I don't know why I'm going around the curvature of that. Pardon me while I fill this. Okay. I'm gonna just keep going with that. Whoop, that's not what I wanted to do. Deselect. Okay, I'm gonna go. Whoop. Actually, deselect that. Now, coloring in Photoshop is different than like intuitively coloring with like colored pencils or whatever, because you have like there's a million different ways to do it, and the way I'm doing it is kind of like I'm making an attempt at doing it in a comics style. However, comic style also means that usually you want to have inks. I want to have like a heavy containing line over all this, and I want to, like, you know, delineate all the shapes and stuff. But I'm more trying to get used to using selection tools. This guy here is the lasso, and I can do that and then fill my shape with that. Step back, and then later on I can take my opacity, turn it up, and then it becomes a solid color of whatever I want. So that's kind of cool. Bye, Pennywise. High five for Prince. High five for Prince. Boom. Hi, long time no chat. It's been a while. How goes it? It's going all right, Maphonix. Mephanix. I remember you. I've been working on my digital art lately. I lost 6 hours to one drawing yesterday. That's the worst. Save often. Watch this. Control S. It's saved. That guy's a done deal. If you can set your program to do an autosave setting every 5 minutes or something, even better. But man, that is a heartbreaker, and I'm sorry to hear about that. To be honest, I have no clue what a furry is. A furry is the anthro community, also known as furries, is a collection of people who get together and dress as what I could only describe as humanoid animals. Basically a person with a tiger head that's covered in tiger patterned fur, or a zebra or a dog or a cat or a ferret or a bird or whatever, and they all get together and they hang out and they, you know, have different dance parties and they act like the characters they've created, who are part whatever, part monkey, part griffin, part dragon, and they've got a bad rap for being like a weird sex cult sometimes, but you know, who isn't? Somebody has a Discorded Soul has a persona similar to humans because they're anthros, so I guess draw human anatomy. Yeah, I mean, no matter what, a furry is pretty much going to conform to human anatomy unless they have like chicken walking legs, and then you'll have to like go and study like horse legs and bird legs and all that stuff. Having backward bending knees is an interesting sort of obstacle to try to get over when you're drawing anthropomorphic characters. Ironically, I pop up for the first time in over a year, and the first thing you talk about is furries, which I'm one. Well, you know, like I said, you should do your both sniff your ass for free. Yeah, I mean, if I'll show that. Prince is a mixed chihuahua. Oh, little high fives from a chihuahua. I got finals next week, and my chemistry teacher is watching the whole class panic and burn. Oh no. You'll do fine, Crimson, I'm sure. I had a big art block for like 2 years, but now I've been trying out different stuff. As you said, in each drawing, I know I enjoy drawing a lot more. Yeah, Paulina, like, it's just a matter of finding what you can stand to put the time into, more so than like going with what you're best at. Like, just do whatever you feel like doing, and the more you do, the better you'll be. Freak out, same here. It's actually what my new channel here geared towards furries. I'm talking a lot about furries today. They look like mascots. Thanks, Zootopia. Yeah, Zootopia's kind of a furry thing. Yeah, I mean, even Bugs Bunny is sort of like a basis for how like furries look. It's just a human figure with the animal head. Check out your channel. My persona is half goat, half wolf. Two of my favorite animals. I like goats and wolves. That'd be cool. I was a furry in middle school before I knew what furries were. I thought I was a cat. You know what, though? I think in every elementary or middle school, there is a kid who's like, I like being an animal better than I like being a little kid, so I'm going to run around and be a horse or a dog, or both. A horse dog. And I think there's something that speaks to people on a very basic level about, like, animals are very interesting and beautiful and kind. So, as a child, like, I'm gonna strive to be a pony. And I don't think that's a bad thing at all. Like, if I had a little kid and, you know, that little kid was like, hey, Dad, I want to be a cow today. I'd be like, that's a good thing to be. Just stay away from, like, ranchers. Don't get milked. Because that's bad. That's the bad touch. I was in furry middle school. Who's turning 4 next month? Just walked up and went. I remember him, and then went back to bed. Yeah, I get that. I get that a lot. I come back here. Yeah, we're talking about furries, okay? She's the one who drew your scribble picture. A friend who's playing Captain America took my horn helmet once again, and my boot. They like to take your boots, Izzy. That's unfortunate. You're gonna end up walking home with half a footwear. Persona's female, pink, black, white tuxedo. Look at the OG horse funny. So sorry, it's fine. The horse joke, you know, I've made it myself a few times. So anyways, guys, I think we've been at this for a little while now. Yeah, we've been at this for about 40 minutes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to work on this a little bit more on my own time, and I always get like way more work done when I'm not thinking about talking with you while I'm drawing. But yeah, just remember, like, the only thing that's going to make you a better artist is putting a pencil on paper and enjoying it and doing it a lot and looking at this and trying to make that look like a thing. Break it down into shapes. Draw through it. Draw through it all the time. Like I was showing you with this thing. No, not my woman drawing. It's these lines that are going to help you the most. The lines... Ooh. Where am I? The lines that go through the form... Come on, where are... Oh, I gotta deselect. It's the lines that go through the form that help you understand the form. Let's erase all this stuff. Let's just erase all this crap. Lines that go through the form help you understand the form. So, if you're going to draw a torso, you know, it's tempting to just say, like, oh, okay, now I have a torso. But instead, like, really understand that the torso, like, there's a back there, you know, there's a curvature to the front of it. I guess in this case it's more like that. There are separating lines that show you sort of how everything is laid out. You know, you've got bones underneath there, different bones that curve into each other, and so on and so forth. There's a scapula that connects to this guy, and he's got like a thing like that. And then this guy's got two bones, the radius and the ulna. This guy's just a jumble of bullshit right here, and then there's like a whole bunch of bones that go up and around and stuff, and he's got all sorts of stuff. So try to understand the form of any given thing. You know, a head isn't just this shape, a head's also got a back to it that connects in there. And then you've got this like sort of... You see this a lot when you watch drawing tutorials. You'll see these lines. And they can help, but you've got to understand the proportions. This one's halfway down. This one's kind of halfway between the bottom and the eyes. And then this one's sort of like halfway between there. Somewhere around there. And then you can start making it into interesting stuff. Hair, I'm not even going to get started on hair because I'm not good at hair. And then there's legs. You know, legs are another interesting thing in that they have to connect to the body by this. You know, a leg isn't like a square thing that comes off the body. A leg is kind of this like elegant ovoid shape. And the way I've been doing it lately is I just make the knee into this sort of connector. And then you've got a bone running through here that you always have to stay consistent on, and then there's a bunch of shit going on with the feet. Feet have a bunch of parts to them, and then there's the toes. So yeah, I mean, I'm not the best artist in the world. I'm just doing what I can with what I got. So guys, go out there, study your anatomy. I hate drawing, and I hate my life. So that's not true. I just don't want people to be like, oh, he's not even that good of an artist. It's true. I'm not that good of an artist. But, you know, if I'm going to get any better, I have to use the same techniques as everybody else. So let's do it together. Izzy has a question. How do I put the pads on my helmet so it doesn't hurt? You mentioned that you had padding on your helmet. If the helmet has horns on it, it's always going to hurt. If it's got weight on the front, it's always going to, no matter what, it's going to hurt. What I recommend is going out and buying some blocks of foam. What's the best place to get foam? Maybe Michael's? Actually, you're in California. Izzy, go to Burbank. There's a store called Foam Mart. And you can literally take free samples of their scrap foam. And it's like the stuff like a Posturepedic bed is made out of. Take some of that, cut it up like maybe an inch by 2 inches by 5 inches. Put that against your forehead. Make sure it fits right and it's flat and it's got flat edges. Then put that inside your helmet with adhesive spray that you can get at Michael's or Joann's. Just hit the inside of the helmet with a little tiny bit of adhesive spray, a little bit of glue, and then you just put that piece of foam in there wherever it's making the contact. If it's resting on your head here, you probably don't want it sitting on top of your head. You want it to squeeze like at the base of your skull and your forehead, and you want it to hold on pretty tight. But it might have to be so tight that it gives you a headache if you wear it for more than 20 minutes. So it's a delicate process, but go check out Foam Mart in Burbank. Get somebody to give you a ride out there, or drive out there yourself. I don't know what your driving situation is, and take some of their samples. They, first time in, if you're not making a, they want you to be spending $300, but if you just grab a couple scraps, it's fine. Have a question. Do you only do digital art, or do you paint with watercolor oils? I haven't painted with watercolor in a while, but I really like ink. I like water, not dry. I like a little bit of dry brush too, but I like watered down ink, gray tones of ink. Maybe someday we'll do that. I'll just put a camera over the table and I'll just ink some shit. Okay. Answer for you. Okay. So, alright, guys, I'm going to go. Have a great night. And next time we'll draw some more drawings. Maybe even tomorrow night. I don't know. I do what I want. If you don't like that, you can get out. If you don't like getting out, you can get out of there. Miss you. Love you.